Imagine waking up in a place you don't recognize. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth, and the only light flickers from an old, buzzing fluorescent bulb overhead. Your head throbs as you try to move, only to realize your hands are bound. Someone, or something, brought you here, and you are not alone. Intro. The dark web is often described as the internet's underworld, a place where illegal deals take place and faceless figures lurk in the shadows. But what if I told you that some corners of the dark web don't deal in stolen data or illicit substances, but in something far more sinister, real-life nightmares, stories so horrifying they make urban legends look tame. Tonight, we dive into the twisted tale of the Red Room incident, a case so disturbing that even experienced cybercrime investigators refuse to speak about it. Story begins. It all started with an anonymous forum post. A user, going by the name Icarus Falling, claimed he had stumbled upon a live stream that no one should ever see. It was titled Room 1408, an eerie reference to the infamous Stephen King story. The post described a website hidden behind layers of encryption that required an invitation code just to access. Most dismissed it as another dark web hoax, just some sick game for thrill seekers. But one user, let's call him Daniel, couldn't let it go. He was obsessed with exposing the truth. Against the warnings of other forum members, he spent days scouring hidden services, piecing together fragments of clues, until finally, he found it. A black screen, a blinking cursor, a single word typed across the monitor. Enter. The discovery. Daniel clicked. Instantly, his screen filled with a grainy, low-resolution feed. A small, dimly lit room. A single wooden chair. And then, the chat box appeared. Users were already placing bids. The numbers climbed rapidly. Thousands, then tens of thousands of dollars. Their messages were short, brutal. Cut the finger. More screaming. No mercy. Daniel's heart pounded. He wanted to believe it was fake, just an elaborate setup. But then the camera shifted. A man, blindfolded, trembling, was dragged into view. He was gagged, his hands tied behind his back. The chat exploded with excitement. A figure stepped forward, clad in a black mask, and held up a gleaming knife. The man in the chair began thrashing wildly. Daniel slammed his laptop shut. His pulse thundered in his ears. It had to be a hoax. It had to be. But something deep inside him whispered otherwise. The consequences. He tried reporting it, but who would believe him? The police dismissed it as a fabricated video. Internet sleuths called him a liar. And then, the emails started. The first was a single sentence. You shouldn't have watched. The second came with an attachment, a screenshot from his own laptop's webcam. He was staring at the screen, eyes wide, the reflection of the Red Room feed visible in his pupils. The final message was a link. Daniel hesitated, his finger hovering over the mouse. But curiosity is a dangerous thing. He clicked. A live feed appeared. The same dimly lit room, the same wooden chair. But this time, the blindfolded man was him. Outrow. After that, Daniel disappeared. His accounts were wiped. His apartment was found abandoned, his laptop shattered on the floor. Some say he ran. Others believe he became the next victim of the Red Room. Was it a hoax, or was it real? The dark web is filled with horrors, and some allege that red rooms do exist, hidden in the deepest layers of the internet. Real or not, one thing is certain. If you ever get an invitation to room 1408, don't click the link. Closing thoughts. What do you think? Are these stories just internet myths, or could something more sinister be lurking in the dark corners of the web? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, some doors once opened can never be closed. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more terrifying tales. Until next time, stay safe, and whatever you do, stay out of the dark.